Hi guys, it's Sophie. So I thought we'd have just a bit of a chat, really. A bit about like currently reading and currently feeling and life update and all of those kind of things. Like a Simon Savage reads, cuppa and a catch up type thing. So we'll start with what I'm currently reading. So you might have seen in my July TBR that I have been having a bit of a reading slump as of late because I've been quite preoccupied with other stuff and reading hasn't been the highest thing on my priority list, and I've kind of found that I've ended up pushing myself towards books I wasn't interested in. So I went on a little bit of like a I'm just going to read whatever I want binge, and it really helped. So I'll show you what I'm reading currently. So I'm really pleased to be starting Christodora. I started this one last night, and you guys know I was really excited for this one and have wanted this. I bugged the publishers as well, like poor Jean, but like because I wanted it so badly, and then I just let it sit because I felt like I was indulging myself to read it, and actually sometimes you need to. It's a book that's set in New York. It is around this building, the Christodora, which is this kind of posh apartment block, but also it's kind of a little bit old as well. Like it's not run down, but it's not in the best area of New York, and it's kind of this building that's apart from the rest of New York. And these kind of wealthier individuals live in there, but they are surrounded by drug addicts and like gangs and stuff. And it's talking about AIDS, and it's talking about like that kind of pressure, I guess, between those who are like homeless and those who have these sort of grand homes, I guess, in New York. But yeah, I'm loving it so far, and I think I felt a little bit guilty for loving it because part of me loves books that are just set in New York, and that's kind of just okay, and I'm trying to be nicer to myself at the minute. And I figured, you know what, screw it. Like, some people might think that's silly that I like it just because of the setting, but actually I really do like the setting, and that's good. That's why books are written about it. Like, yeah, it can be overdone, but if I like it, I like it, screw it. Yeah, so I'm reading that one at the moment, and I've got my TBR, so I've got Exit West, If We Were Villains, The Hearts of Lonely Hunter and Beloved are the ones that are left now. But I'm kind of being fairly loose with it. Like, I'm figuring like that's over my month, and I'm kind of picking stuff up as I want, and I just really felt like picking up like Christodora last night, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I felt like picking up the Argonauts, and I picked that one up, and it was just nice. So whilst I am going to keep my TBR kind of throughout the month as like what I'd like to read, I'm not going to be pressuring myself that I can only read those, because I think that's been not the best thing for me last month. Yeah, so life and the universe and everything. You guys know that I was having a bit of a rough time with it a little while ago, and I had to go to hospital and get some support. I didn't like hospital. I love my home, and I'd always rather be here if I can be here. But I needed it at the time, and I hope you guys can tell that I'm doing much better at the minute. I know that some of you have commented on my latest videos to say I sound like I'm getting back to myself again. And thank you all for your kind wishes and you know, lovely emails and comments and stuff. It really does mean a lot to me. Yeah, so life is strange at the minute for me. And mostly that's because I've started doing some therapy that is really interesting but really hard work, and I tend to find that if therapy isn't hard work, it isn't doing anything for me, and this is really hard work. And it's the kind of thing you have to practice all the time. So it's taking a lot of my energy, and it's taking a lot of thought, and it's making everything kind of feel like it's in a bit of flux at the moment. And partly that's because I'm trying to relearn old habits, and I'm trying to restructure my identity, which is a big ask. Like that's a thing that is like hard for anyone. Like if you asked like even like a neurotypical person to do that, they'd kind of be like, what are you on about? But the reality is you can. And I think at the minute I feel really hopeful about my life and about being able to make changes and to be able to feel better. But I'm nervous because it means giving up a lot of things that have worked for me in the past. So this is a really strange period of my life, and I haven't really spoken about that in any great detail here, and I don't think I'm going to talk about it in great detail here because I filmed this video twice and I went into detail both times, and it felt too raw, and I wasn't sure I wanted to share it, but I wanted to tell you guys something, and I think this is the level of something I wanted to tell you. Is just stuff is strange for me right now. and I'm trying to see myself differently. I'm trying to perceive my world differently, and I don't know how much of me is going to change. It's a strange thing. It's one of the things that reading The Argonauts most recently by Maggie Nelson, which is all about transformation and change and being the same person but being someone else, or becoming someone else, or becoming more yourself. All of those things kind of linked with me, and I think Maggie Nelson's going to be like one of my authors of the year, because Bluets and The Argonauts have both come at the perfect time for me and have done something for me that I needed them to do at that minute. So yeah, I mean, keep hanging around. I'm hopeful and I'm excited and I'm scared, and I think all of those things are okay. I hope you guys are good. I hope that you guys are doing well in your lives, and that your own challenges and problems, because I know you guys, you know, some of you will comment and say you're going through hard stuff, and I hope that life is being good to you. I hope that you're happy. I hope that you are unabashedly enjoying things, and I'll see you guys soon when I chat to you next. I think I'm going to upload this one on Wednesday, so I'll see you next weekend. Alright, bye.